Welcome back. Chances are you know someone with Alzheimer's. More than 280,000 people are living with the disease right here in Pennsylvania, and nearly 500,000 are caregivers, helping their friends, family, and neighbors who have been diagnosed. This can put an emotional and financial strain on families, but you can do something to help. The annual Walk to End Alzheimer's is coming up this fall, and Mikey and Heather are getting the details on how you can get involved.
Yeah, well, thank you, Kelly. We're joined by Beth Caldwell, the honorary executive chair for Walk to End Alzheimer's Pittsburgh, and staff lead Lindsay Groves.
Most people have heard of the walk, but they might not know how your mission helps people right here in our area. And Beth, I want to talk with you first because as the honorary chair, this is a mission that you've tied yourself to. How has this affected you?
Well, I'll tell you, I know a lot more medical terms than I did 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I've met so many families, and it's fascinating and humbling to see how many people this has touched. I haven't been in a room where almost every single person has been touched by this disease.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really impactful because it affects you for so long, for the families for so long. Yeah.
And Lindsay, what can people expect at this year's walk? Because I feel like each and every year it's getting bigger and bigger.
It definitely is. I mean, we are actually the number 26 walk in America now, so we've grown considerably over the past few years. But when you come to the Pittsburgh Walk, you can expect, basically it's a Super Bowl of what we do at the Alzheimer's Association, and it's our largest support group. Unofficially, of course, but it is a family reunion with many, many opportunities to meet and greet, have some fun. We have our Promise Garden ceremony, which Beth has the purple flowers with us today that help you connect because every color represents your relationship with the disease.
And walk us through what those are. I've been to the walk. I've been fortunate to be there. And there's something so moving about it. There's a lot of smiling. There's a lot of joy. I think because you're connected with people who are going through the same thing as you in some shape or form.
Absolutely. It's that community is what we really are trying to build throughout Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And so the colors of the flower, you're holding up the purple ones, but there are other colors as well, right? Is there a yellow?
That's correct. So yellow is for caregivers. Blue is if you're living with Alzheimer's or a form of dementia. Orange is if you're an advocate or a supporter of a world without Alzheimer's. And then purple is if you've lost someone to the disease.
Yeah, and one of the amazing things about the walk is if you are a caregiver, you get that moment in time where you feel like you're not alone. There are other people who are dealing with this extremely hard thing. What can caregivers and family members take away from this?
Well, they're not alone.
Yes.
I was driving with my sons in the car. We were listening to an audiobook. And in the audiobook, there was a story about a woman who had had polio and had been in an iron lung. And I had to stop the story to explain to my adult children what polio was. And I realized I was so touched because I can imagine a time where they're driving with their children and they have to explain to their kids what Alzheimer's used to be like.
Oh my gosh. That is the ultimate dream. And that is the goal of trying to raise funds through the walk and other various fundraising efforts that go on through the year. Can you tell us how this walk in particular helps families here at home?
Absolutely. The wonderful thing about Pittsburgh is we have a lot of medical technology and research labs. So the University of Pittsburgh has the single largest Alzheimer's Association funded research lab in the country.
Wow.
So just knowing that your funds are staying local to support local research as well as local education and support groups for families dealing with the disease in any capacity.
Yeah. Let's talk about early detection and some of the warning signs around that this may be happening to a family member or even to yourself. What are some of the things that you should be looking for?
So there are a myriad of different things. If you go to alz.org, you can see the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's. It could be, it's not normal aging. So yes, we're forgetful here and there. Like I have left my keys in the fridge before, and that's because we're stressed out, right? So knowing the difference between what normal aging is and what is abnormal is truly key. So I would just recommend going to that site and taking a look at it. But the Pittsburgh Research Labs are also specializing in early detection methods. So that's what we do with our research funding locally.
It's so wonderful to have you both here. It really is a beautiful day. You have to get involved in it. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you to you both. All right, well, the Walk to End Alzheimer's is Saturday, October 18th at Highmark Stadium. Mark your calendars now. We'll have a link to register, volunteer, or donate on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
That means it's 1 month from today.
Absolutely.
1 month from today. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, AOL's dial-up service is going the way of the floppy disk at the end of the month. Find out exactly what this digital farewell means for the millions who still use it. That's next.